Jai, Jai, Hari Hari Bol. Krishna, Krishna, please. Yes. If you can help it, please. Yes. हो गया अभी? Okay. Yes. So Hare Krishna, welcome everyone to this Saturday class and thank you Kavya Mataji and Prabhuji for opening up their house for this class. Thank you very much. Let's loudly chant once Hare Krishna Mahamantra for opening the house. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So we'll start with our pranam mantra. So you can open the page 1 of Bhagavad Gita. Which is introduction, page 1. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं अद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्री राधा कृष्ण पादं सगण ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितंश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांता राधा कांता नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिय। कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधरा शिवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम हरे हरे। मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घायते गिरिं यत्कृपातमं वन्दे श्रीगुरुलीलाधारणं। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ॐ भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ॐ भगवते वासुदेवाय।
So, we have completed the Bhagavad Gita, study of Bhagavad Gita, and now we are doing the study of Ishopanishad. Now, Ishopanishad, for people who have come for the first time, Ishopanishad is part of the Vedas. So, Vedas have several parts, and one of the parts of every Veda is Upanishad. So, this Ishopanishad is about giving the knowledge of Ish, which is Ishvara, which is so it gives us the knowledge about Ishwar. So, that's why we are covering this to understand more about the Lord. So, what we will do is first we'll do a quick recap. So, we are in the mantra 3 of Ishopanishad. The first invocation of Ishopanishad is Om Purnamada Purnamidam, which all of you would have heard of. That basically says that the Lord is complete. Whatever comes out of that Lord is complete. And even when this complete comes out of that complete, that still remains complete, which means the Lord always remains complete. That was the first invocation mantra of Ishopanishad. Then the mantra 1 was about Isha Vasyam Idam Sarvam Yat Kincha Jagatayam Jagat. So this mantra talks about that everything belongs to the Lord. Lord is the controller of everything. Everything belongs to the Lord. And then it says, all of us have a separate quota kept for us. And as long as we use that quota, it is fine. But moment we try to get into someone else's quota of things, that is where the problem comes. So that is about mantra 1. Then in mantra 2, it was about kurvan eveha karmani jiji vishetham samha, which says that if someone follows mantra 1, what is that mantra 1? That whatever is set aside for your quota, if you just follow that, that you can aspire for living shatam for hundreds of years if you follow the injunctions which are written in mantra 1. Now, how does that happen? Because we know this material life, maximum 100 years, 110 years, 120 years, that's what we see. So this shloka mentions that this life, this body is temporary. But if we follow the rules and regulations given by the Lord, then we will be able to go back to the Lord, which is Vaikuntha Loka. And that is where we can live an eternal life. And the message of that verse was that whatever you are doing, you should do it as an offering to the Lord. Whatever actions you are taking, you are working somewhere, you are cooking, you are taking care of children, anything which you are doing, you should think of how can I link it to the Lord? How can I do it for Krishna? So that was the learning that we had from mantra 2. And today we are going to be talking about mantra 3, which says that if you don't follow the mantra 1, what happens to those people? So that's what we are going to learn in this. So we'll go to Ishopanishad mantra 3. What is the page number? Okay. So please repeat after me. Asurya nam te loka
Ashuryanam
andhena tamsavrita
Samarita
tamste preteya abhigachanti
Srikriti Purachati
ye kecha atma hanojana
Yeti
asurya nam te loka
Asri
andhena tamsavrita
Pansa
tamste preteya abhigachanti
Visachi
ये केच आत्महनो जना
Yeti
असुर्यानां ते लोका अन्धेन तमसावृता तांस्ते प्रेतया अभिगच्छन्ति ये केच आत्महनो जनाः. Anyone wants to repeat?
Ashriya Nama Teloka
असुर्यानां ते लोका
Dena Tamsha Pritihi
अन्धेन तमसावृताः
Tamte Prataya Vilichanti
तांस्ते प्रेतया अभिगच्छन्ति
Yeke Cha Hano Janaha
ये केच आत्महनो जना. Anyone else? Right?
असूर्यनामते लोक
असुर्यानां ते लोका अन्धेन तमसावृताः
गच्छन्ति
तांस्ते प्रेतया अभिगच्छन्ति ये केच आत्महनो जन. Usha Mataji, you wanted to? असुर्यानां ते लोका अन्धेन तमसावृताः तांस्ते प्रेतया अभिगच्छन्ति ये केचन आत्मनो जनाः. Okay. So the translation is, the killer of the soul, whoever he may be, must enter into the planets known as the worlds of the faithless, full of darkness and ignorance. So this is the translation of this verse, and we will analyze each line and take drought lessons from that. So the first line talks about Asurya Nam Te Loka. Asurya, we know Asur, that refers to Asur. Nam means the name, and Loka. Loka means the planetary system. So this line talks about that there is a set of planets which are known as Asuric or demoniac. That is what it says. Asurya Nam Te Loka. There are Lokas which are named after Asuras. So that is what it talks about. Now let's understand uh, what is a Sura. If there is Asura, there is Sura. Anyone knows who is a Sura?
the Devtas.
Devi Devtas, the demigods. These are Suras. And why they are called Suras? Because they follow the instructions which are given by the Lord. That is what they do. And so by definition, then Asuras means who do not follow the instructions of the Lord. One of the mistakes we make is that we think that Asuras are those with long teeth, long nails with horns. That is not the case. Asuras are the differentiation between Asuras and Suras is in terms of mentality. How they think, how they talk, how they behave is different. And we'll analyze that and we'll figure out how many Suras are here in this room and how many Asuras are here in this room, based on the mentality which is being given in Bhagavad Gita. Then there is something called as Daityas. Anyone knows what is Daityas? Danavas? Sorry? Danav is not human. Manav, that is Manav. Manav, that is Danav. And Rakshasas. So now, many times Asuras, Daityas, Danavas, Rakshasas, we use interchangeably, but they are all different. But there is one thing common. Their father is one, Kashyap Muni. From Kashyap Muni, from different wives, different species have gone, and it is the Rakshasas who are the ones who have these hideous features, uh, bronze eyes, copper hair, horns, teeth, and all that. That is Rakshasas. Whereas Asuras are ones who have, it is more of difference in mentality. So let's not, it's a topic of PhD study to figure out the difference between Asuras, Danavas, Daityas, and Rakshasas. Similarly, Rishi, Muni, Sadhu, Mahatma, Pandit. Many times we use interchangeably. But that is not. If you can come inside, I think we can get the chair also. There is no one here. You can. You can. Oh, you can have a chair. Sorry. So Rishi, Muni, Sadhu, Mahatma, Pandit. Again, they are different, but we use them interchangeably in our normal conversation. So and that's a topic homework for you if you want to figure out the difference between that them. It's not related to this class, so I'll just leave it here. Now let's understand what are the demoniac qualities, and for that please open Bhagavad Gita and go to chapter 16, shloka number 4. Shloka number is 4 is on 792. It's page 792. There are more Bhagavad Gitas. Are there? Please. And one more Ishopanishad also. And one Ishopanishad as well. Okay. So now I'll not read the Sanskrit. Now here, all that you have to do is to see these are the demoniac qualities which Krishna is describing. Now you have to just internally think whether it applies to you or not. That is all that you have to do. Right? Pride, arrogance, conceit, anger, harshness, and ignorance. These qualities belong to those of demoniac nature. Right? Pride, arrogance, conceit. Conceit means desire to be worshipped by others. That is conceit. Anger, harshness, and ignorance. I hope no one has these qualities here in the room. Yeah, we are all suras here, right? So then we'll go to shloka number 7. Those who, it is on 795. Those who are demoniac do not know what is to be done and what is not to be done. Neither cleanliness nor proper behavior nor truth is found in them. They don't know what is, they are always in confusion, what is not, what is to be done, what is not to be done, what is right, what is wrong. They don't know. Cleanliness, proper behavior, truth is not found in them. Again, hopefully there are no asuras in the room. Then in 16.8, they say, they means the demons, the asuras. They say that this world is unreal, with no foundation, no God in control. They say it is produced of sex desire and has no cause other than lust. So they negate the existence of the Lord. I'm confident there is no one in this room in this category for sure. All of us believe in God. We know we worship the God in different ways, but I don't think this applies to anyone here in this room. Now, there is this concept that all these asuras or asuric mentality is all about themselves. It is all about how I can benefit from it. So there's this story that there was a young boy who died in a village and the relatives were lamenting. So now this one vulture came uh, there, and he said that, look, uh, your boy has died. Now, I think what you should do is you should keep the body with you for the whole day and just chant God's name, do all those things, and then leave the body at night. That is the right way to do. Now, another one fox was hearing it, and the fox came and said that the relatives that, look, your boy has died, the soul has gone. Now this body is useless. Just throw this body. There's no point in keeping the body. Now, relatives were actually confused. What is this happening? And that is when someone told that the vulture wants to eat this body, but the vulture eats only at night. So he wants you to keep the body till night and then leave it so that he can eat it. Fox wants to eat the body during the day. So the fox wants the body to be disposed of during the day itself. So both of them are actually not thinking of your benefit. They are thinking of their own benefit. So both of them are not thinking of your benefit. They are thinking of their own benefit. There is enough space. Otherwise, you can move a bit further. Okay. Okay. Fair enough. And that is the mentality of demoniac people. They may think that you may think that they are giving you good advice, you should do this, but internally they are giving you advice for their own benefit. That is the asuric tendency. Now we'll go to shloka number 9. Again, you have to analyze that it does not apply to you, or you can do the other way, whether it applies to your neighbor or not. I think that is easier. Following such conclusions, the demoniac who are lost to themselves and who have no intelligence engage in unbeneficial, horrible works meant to destroy the world. So they are unintelligent, and the actions that they take are going to destroy the world, destroying the ecosystem of this world, destroying the ecology of this world, causing pollution. The actions that they take really spoils the environment around us. So that is the thing. Now, if I was a climate activist, I could say people who use plastic, people who use all those are in this category. We'll move on to the next shloka number 10. Taking shelter of insatiable lust and absorbed in the conceit of pride and false prestige, the demoniac, thus illusioned, are always sown to unclean work, attracted by impermanent. So again, it is about lust. They have desire, a lot of strong desire, full of pride, false prestige. Uh, uh, they are always illusioned and they are unintelligent. So that's the quality of demoniac people. In 11 and 12, their belief is given. They believe that to gratify the senses is the prime necessity of human civilization. Thus, until the end of life, their anxiety is immeasurable. Bound by a network of hundreds of thousands of desires and absorbed in lust and anger, they secure money by illegal means for sense gratification. So they think that sense gratification, nice things to see, nice music to hear, nice food to eat, big car, big house, all those things is the goal of life. That is a demoniac tendency. And what is the result for that? It says, bound by a network, thus until the end of life, their anxiety is immeasurable, which means they are always anxious. They are either hankering for more or lamenting for losing it or anxious if I lose it. So they are either hankering, anxious, or lamenting. That is the behavior, that is what happens to the demoniac people. In 13, okay, what they do, 11, 12, yeah, 13 and 15. What is their thinking upon gaining wealth when they get wealth? Please, I'll go slow because you have to analyze yourself. Hope you are not in this category. The demoniac persons think, so much wealth do I have today, and I will gain more according to my schemes. So much is mine now, and it will increase in the future more and more. He is my enemy, and I have killed him. And my other enemies will also be killed. I am the Lord of everything. I am the enjoyer. I am perfect, powerful, and happy. I am the richest man, surrounded by aristocratic relatives. There is none so powerful and happy as I am. I shall perform sacrifices, I shall give some charity, and thus I shall rejoice. In this way, such persons are deluded by ignorance. I have so much of wealth, I will get more wealth. He was my enemy, I have destroyed him. I am surrounded by great relatives. I am the controller, I am the enjoyer, I am enjoying everything. That is the kind of demoniac mentality which is there. And then in 17, Krishna describes self-complacent, 17, sloka number 17. Self-complacent and always impudent, deluded by wealth and false prestige, they sometimes proudly perform sacrifices in name only, without following any rules or regulations. So then they because they think that they are powerful, they have money, so they will organize big sacrifices. And those sacrifices are not really for the Lord. It is for them to project to the world that they are so pious. They are so religious. And there are these people who give donations in the temple. And then in the temple they make donate one tube light and they write that given by XYZ, son of so and so, grandson of so and so, entire 7 generations will be there on that one tube light. Right? So this is the tendency of demoniac people. So I am convinced that no one is following that in this room. No one is a asura in this room. All of us are suras here. You scratch my back, I scratch your back. We'll not point out the reality in this room. Right? So that is the first part of the verse. So which is Asurya Nam Te Loka. So we just analyzed what does Asura mean? What does demoniac mean as per Bhagavad Gita? Then the last word in the first line is Loka. Loka means the planets, planetary systems. Now, there are 3 planetary systems in this entire universe. It is upper planetary, middle planetary system, and lower planetary systems. And there are 14 planetary systems in this. Atal, Vital, Bhutal, Bhutal, Talatal, Mahatal, and then higher than that is Swarga, Satyaloka, all those are there. So there are 14, and Bhuloka is in between, right? So these are the 14 planetary systems which are there. Now, in this, as we so the earthly planetary system in which we are, the qualification of this planetary system is there is kabhi khushi kabhi gam, equal proportion of happiness and distress, equal proportion. As we go up, as we go towards Swarga, Brahma, Satyal, all those lokas, the happiness increases, unhappiness, distress reduces. As we go down, Tal, Atal, Vital, Sutal, Mahatal, Patal, the happiness reduces and the distress increases. So that is what it is. So this Asuryanam Te Loka, this planetary system is below the Bhulok planetary system. And then below that, when below these 14 planetary systems are called 28 hells. It is mentioned in Bhagavatam that there are 28 hells, which is mentioned in maybe I should have written somewhere, I think Bhagavatam chapter 15 or something, where these hells are described. Tamisara, Raurava, Kumbhipaka, Andha Tamisara. Person who steals someone else's money goes to Tamisara. So all the hells are described and who goes there is described. So the Asuryanam Te Loka are all these lower planetary systems and the hell. Right? So this is the first line, that is what has been described, that is all. Asuryanam Te Loka. So we are clear on that first line. The second line talks about Andhena Tamasavrita. Andhena means dark, darkness. Okay. Tamsavrita means covered by ignorance. So all these lower planetary systems are in darkness and they are covered by ignorance. So it is basically darkness of ignorance. They are covered by the darkness of ignorance. So that is the qualification of the lower planetary systems. Yeah. So Suryanam Teloka, Andhena Tamasavrita. So these three systems, which are called demoniac, they are covered by darkness of ignorance. And then the next line is Tam ste preteya abhigachanti. How does someone go there? Tamste means to those planets. Pretaya abhigachanti. Abhigachanti means goes there. Pretaya. Pretaya means pret. Pret means when you die. We get a preta body once we die. That is preta. So which means we can go to these planetary systems only after death. That's the message here. And then we come to the answer, who goes there? Right now, it is only we describing that place is Andhena, Tamsavrita. You can go only after death. But who goes after death is described in the last line of Ishopanishad, Mantra 3. Uh, Ishopanishad, not this. This is Bhagavad Gita, Ishopanishad. Page 25 of Ishopanishad. The last line says, Ye kecha Atma Hano Jana. Atma, we know the soul. Soul. Atma Hano. Atmaha, which means who kills the soul. The killer of the soul is the one who goes to these lower planetary systems. Now, my question to all of you is, especially those who have come for the first time, can the soul be killed? No. You need correct answer. So, how is Ishopanishad saying Atmaha, killer of the soul? Ishopnish is from Vedic Vedas. It is saying Atmaha. And Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, soul cannot be killed. So now there is a confusion. We have to resolve it. So now, whenever we are reading Vedic text, many times the instruction has to be taken literally. For example, in Ramayana, it is mentioned that Lord Ram got Vanvas, Sita Mata went with him, she got attracted to a deer, Lord Ram went to get the deer, and Sita Mata was kidnapped by Ravana. We have to take it literally. Clear. No arguments about it. Just literal. Just understand it. The second way to read a text is to understand the ethical meaning. What are the moral lessons that we can draw from that? Right? Again, the same story. Sita Mata went with Lord Ram to the jungles. She was not asked to. Only Lord Ram had got the Vanvas. But she also followed. So, what is the moral lesson? Here is a lady who is powerful, who can decide, and decided to be on her own ground and said, I will follow my husband. This is a moral lesson that we are drawing. It is not directly written in Ramayana, but this is what we can draw from that. This is a ethical lesson. The third one is called metaphorical lesson. Metaphorical lesson is that we create some kind of metaphors to describe the situation. Now, in this same kidnapping of Mother Sita, the metaphor is that Lord Ram is God, Sita Mata is the soul, Ravan is our mind. Ravan is our mind. And Ravan has 10 heads. And those 10 heads are our 10 senses. 5 knowledge acquiring senses, 5 working senses. Right? So that is what it is. And now this mind kidnaps the soul, takes it away from the Lord. And where does it keep Mother Sita? In Lanka. Lanka is body. Mind kidnaps the soul, takes it away from the Lord, and keeps it in the body. Now, this is a metaphorical understanding. It is not written anywhere. This is a metaphorical understanding of this. Now, these kind of metaphors are used when the statements are very confusing. That is where acharyas do that. Now, it is not for us to create such metaphors, right? It is for acharyas to do that. For example, a very simple example, someone says, if I make first statement is, person A does not eat anything. Second statement is, he is gaining weight. Now, how do you reconcile the two statements? Sorry? The way to reconcile it is he is eating when no one is watching. So now this is for acharyas to reconcile, not for us to reconcile, right? So now we come back to the same thing. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, soul cannot be killed, and we know it. All of you answered it. The soul cannot be killed. But Ishopanishad, this verse says Atmaha. Soul is the killer of the soul, the someone who is killing the soul. So how do we reconcile it? The way to reconcile it is as per Acharyas, it is not killing the existence of the soul. It is killing the consciousness, spiritual consciousness of the soul. It is about taking away the spiritual consciousness, the way the soul should behave, the way the soul should think. Killing that is mentioned here. Atmaha. And today we will now refer to Srimad Bhagavatam. You can distribute copy each. So this is the verse from Bhagavatam. Which describes who is the killer of the soul. How do we kill the soul? Not its existence, but its consciousness, its purpose. So if it is less, maybe you can share. Everyone has got it? Or
Everyone?
maybe you can share. There are more. There are more sheets. Okay. More are needed. You can. Everyone has it now. You can share it and read it. So nirdeham adyam sulabham sudurlabham. Nirdeham adyam. Nirdeha. This human body is sulabham. Sulabham means it is automatically achieved. Well, we have there is this 84 lakh species. So we keep on going through that cycle, and automatically we get this human body. Sulabham, sudurlabham, but it is very rare because it is only 4 lakh species which have human body out of 84 lakh. So it is sudurlabham. So this human body is sulabham, at the same time it is sudurlabham. Then it says plavam sukalpam guru karnadharam. Plavam means the boat. If you read the translation, so the plavam, the boat. This human body is a boat which is well situated. Why? Guru karnadharam. Guru karnadharam means Guru is the captain. Our spiritual master, our Guru, Diksha Guru, is the captain of this boat. This human body is a boat. The Guru is the captain of this boat. Mayanu Kulena Nabasvatiram. What it says is, it is impelled by the wind, and that wind is the instructions of the Lord. So if you see the diagram at the bottom, it actually it represents that perfectly constructed boat is the human body, the captain is the spiritual master, and the favorable winds are the instructions of the Lord. Now I'll just read the last line of the translation. Considering all these advantages, so we have got this advantage, we have got this human body, we have got a Guru, we have got the instructions of the Lord. Now, considering all these advantages, a human being who does not utilize his life to cross the ocean of material existence must be considered the killer of his own soul. So, even after getting all these advantages, if we do not utilize that to cross this Mahasagar, Bhav Sagar, if we don't cross this, then we are killer of the soul. So now we are clear that Atma means not killing the Atma. It is about not utilizing the body for the right purpose. Now, we always talk about that human beings are superior to the animal. right? Human body is superior to the animal, and that's true. Animals can sleep on the road, but we have nice bed, mattress, all those nice things are there. Animals eat raw food, whether vegetarian or non-vegetarian, but they eat raw food. But for us, we have nice cooking arrangement, spices, all that we put. We eat on a table with a nice setup. They eat on the road, all those things. Now, have you ever experienced? Have you ever experienced that while you are eating, someone hits you on your head? Have you? Has anyone experienced that? No. Now, this is what one species of animal experiences every day. That animal is sitting on your body, quietly drinking your blood, and then you. Hospital. What is that animal person insect doing? Eating his own food. What is designed for him? He's just eating drinking the blood. He's doing nothing wrong. But, and the food becomes his graveyard. So that is why human body is better than animal body. Then, in terms of protection, human animals only have their claws and teeth to protect themselves. We have sophisticated weapons. We build nice house to protect ourselves. We put CCTV camera and all that, those things. We have more sophisticated things. But the reality is that the science has given us all those things, but the activity still remains the same. We are still eating, we are still sleeping, we are still doing things to protect ourselves, which animals are also doing. But we are doing it in a far more sophisticated manner, but nevertheless, we are doing the same activity, right? So now let's understand, why are human being given these better facilities? Question to you is, why are senior officials, whether in the government or in the private sector, given better facilities than the junior person?
So that they can do higher tasks of taking care.
Because they have higher responsibility and hence they are given better facilities, right? That is why it is given. Similarly, we have to understand, if we are being given this better facility, obviously there is something higher for us to accomplish, right? We can't be using this body for something lower. Now let's understand, since we are not using our body for the right purpose, we are actually becoming lower than animals. Have you ever seen an animal die of starvation? Human beings do. Human beings die of starvation. Animals don't. Have you seen animals suffering from insomnia? रात को नींद नहीं आ रही, can't sleep at night, right? Have you seen an animal crying after a heartbreak? उसने मुझे छोड़ दिया, right? This is all human phenomena. Have you seen animals being afraid of their own species? Animals being afraid of their own species. Dog afraid of dogs, cat, sometimes cats, okay, exception. Lions, tigers, jackal, fox, anything. They are never afraid of their own species. Human beings, we are afraid of our own only. We are not afraid of lion and tiger, they will not come here. Right? That is what we are. Have you ever seen an animal sitting with hand on their head? I'm so stressed, overworked, right? Overworked animals, lonely, addicted to something. Animals are addicted. No one, no one. Animals committing suicide. You're getting it? Animals have lower facility, but we have more problems. And the reason we have more problems is because we have forgotten that our body has been given for a higher responsibility. By the way, now since we have pets, So all these problems we are passing on to the pets also. I was surprised the other day I heard there are obesity drugs for pet dogs. Pet dogs are becoming obese. So there is obesity treatment for pet dogs. From where did they get it? From the human beings. Human beings are eating ice cream. They are giving ice cream to the dog also. Dog will refuse first time, second time, third time. Then he'll start eating. Right? Monkeys in Vrindavan, if they take away your specs or something, how do you get it back? Anyone has been to Vrindavan and tried this?
Banana.
Old, old story. Now it is fruity. They will not take banana. You give banana, they will not take it. You have to give fruity. To monkeys in Vrindavan, if you want to take your specs or anything which they have taken, if you want to take it back, you should carry fruity. So next time when you go to Vrindavan, along with Prashadam, please keep one fruity also. Right? What? Who has done that? We have done that. Right? Now let's understand why is this happening. Now, if you have a very nice Mercedes car, right, and then you use it to plow your field, you take it and you start plowing your field, the agricultural land. Intelligent thing or an unintelligent thing, right? Now, what will happen if I do that?
Stuck there. It will get stuck there.
Right. The car will get spoiled. Number one, the car will get spoiled. The field will get spoiled. And the farmer who is doing this will be frustrated. The farmer who is doing it will also be frustrated. This is exactly what is happening with us. We have been given a Mercedes car, this in nice body, with so much facilities which is there, so many facilities which have been given, and we are using it for the wrong purposes. So what is happening? Body is spoiled, the entire ecology is spoiled. All the animals in this entire world are necessary. All the animals are necessary. Several years back, we had gone to one of these national parks, and there the animals are roaming freely, and there are lions and tigers, and there are deers as well. So I was just asked the question to the guide that why don't they separate it? Why don't they? Because lions are always in at risk. Deers are always at risk of being killed by the tigers. So he said that this is how the entire ecology works. If you remove the tigers, the population of deers will increase. That there'll be less grass. If you remove the deers, tigers will die. So that is a full cycle which is there, and there's a fine balance, right? Which is happening for all the animals except for one. And 20 of those are sitting in this room. It is mentioned several times in the medical journals that it is only the human beings, if they are removed from this planet will become better. It will become better. Why? Because we are not using the facilities given to us in the right manner. And what is that higher responsibility which only we can do? It is self realization. It is to answer these 5 questions, which only we can answer, and then take action on that. First one is, who am I? Who am I? An animal does not bother with this. Only we can. Who am I? So, what is the answer? I am not this body, I am the soul. That is the first lesson of Bhagavad Gita. Second one is, who is God? Krishna, right? Mentioned several times, several. So we know that. Animals do not know that. What is my relationship with God?
Servant.
We are part and parcel of Krishna. Mamevamsho Jeev Loke Jeev Bhuta Sanatana. I am part and parcel of Krishna. Krishna is my seed giving father. I have come from Krishna. Krishna is my father. That is my relationship with Krishna. And what is my goal? To serve Krishna. We have forgotten that relationship and we have to re-establish that relationship. And what is the path to establish that relationship? Bhakti. What is bhakti? Just chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And chant this and remember Krishna. Now, these are the five things which animals cannot do. However, even if I take class for 15 dogs every day, they will not chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. They cannot. They are not designed for that. Right? Only human beings can do. Now, what happens if we do not work on higher responsibility? I've covered this already. So it's a question to you. If we don't work on these higher responsibilities, what happens? Asuryanam te loka tamste prete abe gachanti will go down to the lower planetary systems. And what happens if we are not able to, we are trying, we try to get this, we try to do some bhakti, but we get caught up in the family life, we get caught up with all those things, and then death comes. Then what happens? Sorry? We go to? No. No, we don't.
Upper planet.
Okay, so we'll let Krishna answer it. Go to chapter 16, shloka number 41 and 41 to 43. Shloka number 41 is
871.
page 376. 376 verse, chapter 6, shloka number 41. Chapter 6, shloka number 41. Yeah? It says the unsuccessful yogi, after many years of enjoyment on the planets of the pious living entities, is born into a family of righteous people or into a family of rich aristocracy. So those people are unsuccessful. They tried doing bhakti, but they were not able to continue in that. They will go to heavenly planets. And after living there for several years, several lives, they are born into a family of righteous people or into a family of rich aristocracy. This is what will happen to them. We'll go to the next verse. Or if unsuccessful after long practice, if you have practiced for very long and then you are unsuccessful, he takes his birth in a family of transcendentalists, which means very pious religious people who are surely great in wisdom. Certainly such a birth is rare in this world. And 43 says, on taking such a birth, he revives the divine consciousness of his previous life and he again tries to make further progress in order to achieve complete success. So, now what is the answer? If you are not able to, if you are not successful, what happens? But you have tried, you are not successful. What happens? You will go to heavenly planets, and after that, you will take birth in a good family so you can continue that practice. It is like saying to your child that if you top in the class, I will take you to Switzerland. But if you fail, I will take you to Ooty. Right? Because the interest is to entice them to do some spiritual activity. Right? This is from Bhagavad Gita because Krishna is very merciful. He wants everyone to start doing bhakti. And this is the message which he is giving, that start doing bhakti, start using your human body for the right purpose. Otherwise, you will go to hell. And if we are not able to be successful, nothing is lost. You will still get the chance to continue that. Right? So now I want to hear from you. What is the practical application for this? How will you apply this knowledge of this verse in your life? We all know that we are not suras here. We are not asuras here. We don't have pride, conceit, anger, harshness. We don't have anyone, none of us have that. So now, how are we going to apply this knowledge in our life? Whatever Isopanishad and Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam told us today. What is the practical application of this? Yes.
And we can share the messages.
With others, yes. So understand our higher responsibility and help others understand their higher responsibility. Right? That is what we have to do starting from today. That this human body which has been given to us has a higher purpose. And that purpose is to connect ourselves with the Lord. And the way to connect is to chant and remember the Lord. We don't have to do elaborate yagyas, all those things we don't have to do. We can just sit silently. No money has to be spent really if we just remember Krishna. Right? So that is the practical application for this verse. Hare Krishna. We have some time. If anyone has any questions or clarifications. Any questions or clarifications? Anything? Okay. So this December month is called the Gita Jayanti month. Because on 1st of December, which was what is that Ekadashi Mataji? 1st of December? Forget the name. That was the day when Gita was actually spoken. Moksha Ekadashi. So that was the day when Gita was actually spoken. So this entire month is celebrated as Gita Jayanti month. So one thing which you can do is to buy Bhagavad Gita and distribute Bhagavad Gita. Right? That is one thing which you can do in this month. Another 10 days are left there. You can buy Bhagavad Gita from any of these con centers and then try and sell it. Selling has two advantages. One is you get your money back. That is one benefit. The second thing is it makes you humble. When you're trying to sell standing on the road, sir, please take Bhagavad Gita and will please, your pride, I am general manager, you will become humble. And humility is what is needed to go in the spiritual life. So another 10-12 days are there. Please make some effort to distribute Bhagavad Gita. Of course, you should start, and again, this is again for the new people who have come for the first time. Please start chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. You can start with just one mantra, 10 mantras, 108 mantras, your choice. Just start something and take full benefit of this. Hare Krishna. Stop here.
Just have one thing to
Yes, Mataji.
So, there is that value for education workbook.
Yes, I've heard of it, yes.
Yeah, so I am getting some copies.